Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Talented Tech Guy. Most often I give a shout out to anyone at the end of the video. But today's video is kinda different. So today's shout out goes to Brian Me. I hope I pronounced that correctly. So he asked for an unboxing video on iPhone 12. So let's get started. Actually, one of my friends got iPhone 12 and it is so kind of him that he recorded the unboxing for me. This video is not sponsored by Apple. So let's not keep you waiting, and here is the video.
Okay, so here we are introducing the brand new iPhone 12, just recently introduced by Apple, and was available in the stores October 23rd. So I went up ahead and picked up one. This is a green iPhone 64 GB, which is a standard version, which comes as the very first model, but there's obviously 128, 256, 512 available in this model. So let's go and open the box. It comes with in nice green colors. It comes in green, red, white, black, and a blue color. The box apparently has lost the cube, like Apple had mentioned in the presentation. It just comes with this small pamphlet and then a nice USB-C cable. So if you had a previous USB cable, it will not work with this one, as it's a USB-C now, but still a lightning cable. However, the prime difference between the previous generation and this generation is now the bevel edges are gone. It is more squared out, as you can see. Let's remove the cover from the screen, and you can see that it's more square from the edges. The power button stays the same with the silent volume up and down, lightning port. However, the camera system has been improved significantly in this 12th version. The camera, has now a wide lens and an ultra wide lens. Compared to the Pro, the telephoto lens is missing. However, the aperture is improved when compared to iPhone 12 Pro. In iPhone 12 Pro, the aperture was 1.8. In this one, it's 1.6. Inside the phone itself, the Bionic chip, which is in previous generation was A13, is all new one, which is A14. Significant improvements. If you're available in the market for the phones, very good design. Looks neat and clean with this design. Much more better finish. Let's go and turn on the phone. So as it turns on, if you see, Apple has a much more spacer and nicer looker squarish phone, which gives it looks a much bigger screen overall. If you're comparing to the previous generation, the screen size stays the same. It's 6.1 inches. However, if you're going 2 or 3 generations back, which was iPhone X, iPhone XS, this generation was at 5.8 inch. This is all 6.1 inch screen. The screen is same what used to be in iPhone 12 Pro. So if you're in the market to really go for a phone between iPhone 12 Pro and 12, I would definitely say definitely look it closer, because iPhone 12 might give you a better shot, especially because you're saving $200. But if you take pictures which are specifically a little zoomed out, or we have to a little further away, then you definitely need a telephoto lens. Other than that, the prime differences is the storage in the phone itself, where this one comes standard at 64 gigs, while the other one, the iPhone Pro, comes standard at 128, and that's how they do it. And So other than the processor and all the stuff is same, even this the best part that Apple did in this phone was that they have improved uh, the LCD panel. It's not an LCD anymore; it's an old LED panel now. However, because in previous generations, between like 11 and 11 Pro, iPhone used to make sure that they would keep the difference, making it sure that it's a lower model, lower range model. But however, they have changed that in this one, and they made sure that everything is kind of same. So between 12 and 12 Pro, the primary difference is only the telephoto lens. And the biggest of all, you will see nice stainless steel rim around those Pros if you go in the store or if you're able to see it online. That's the only thing that's missing from this phone. Other than that, the phone is pretty much very close to each other. The major changes, which is the phone coming on November 6th, available on November 13th as an iPhone Pro Max. That's where the significant changes you will see. Aperture has been dropped to 1.4, which is a significant amount of lens additions. Uh, However, in that scenario, the standard storage comes 128, but the price is going to increase by $300. However, if you're in the store, I would definitely suggest you to have a look at it and decide. Uh, I was there for Pro, but Pro wasn't available, so I decided to pick this up for you guys and be able to review it. Uh, Definitely go ahead and subscribe for the next review on the iPhone Pro Max and drop some comments what you have in there.
So that was the unboxing of iPhone 12. But we have not come to the end of this video. There is more to say. So, along with these four iPhone, Apple also launched MagSafe. MagSafe is an accessory which is a magnetic device and can charge any smartphone which supports wireless charging. This phone has glossy finish and can catch fingerprint easily. This iPhone has the battery capacity of 2810 mAh. And now let's come to 5G. All phone models support 5G, and that is variable. That means if you don't need 5G, it will automatically switch to LTE. And I think that is a useful feature. To save data, this iPhone can record 4K at 24, 30 and 60 frames per second, and 1080p at 30, 60 and 120 frames per second. This display has Super Retina XDR, and it also supports HDR10, and I just realized that I missed something.
So now I will be introducing you to the front. In the front, Apple leaves it a nice white paper which shows the power on area, the silent, which is the side, and the volume plus and minus, and the charging port. Those are pretty much standard. And then we have a SIM case slot as well over here. Moving forward, we remove this. This is how it comes in the box. It's the front is now introduced with an OLED glass panel. In the previous generations, it was an LCD panel on iPhone 11 and iPhone 12. The brightness has been increased to 12,000 nits overall. The camera aperture inside is increased to 1.5, which previously was in any other phones from 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max. The aperture was 1.8. So now the aperture has been improved. This phone is also introduced with A14 new Bionic chip. The phone comes with a standard storage of 64 gigs. Uh, if you can see, this is a green color that we just got from the store, and this was available in the stores starting October 23rd, and now the Pro Max version will be available in the stores starting November 13th. The setup is pretty standard. Where you can copy the data from the previous version of your phone. Along with this, Apple has also introduced night mode visions into the cameras. As I stated in my previous statement, that this is an enhanced camera with an enhanced feature. The storage stays consistent in this model. However, if you are going Pro, which is $200 more than this one, so this one comes standard at $799. For some carriers is at $829, while for iPhone Pro version it's at $999 version. We will go and start setting it up little by little. If you see the standards are pretty good, but if you can now see that Apple has now basically squared the corners from all sides, left and right and up and down. Charging port stays the same. It's still the lightning port. No changes in that area with the speakers at the bottom. And on top of that, now they have bevel. Instead of beveled edges, it's all fret stage edge. The comparison, that there's no change in the screen size from iPhone 11 previously, but if you see the major change that has happened now from iPhone 10 is that it's now an iPhone. Instead of 5.8 inch screen, it's now a 6.1 inch screen. So it's a significant upgrade, because if you look at in the previous generation, the iPhone 7 Plus or 8 Plus, their screen size was itself just 5.5. But now all of a sudden the screen size itself is 6.1, while an iPhone Max Pro used to be 6.4.
So that was the unboxing and review of iPhone 12. Do follow me on Instagram and Facebook. And please let me know your thoughts on this video. Before I end this video, I want to remind you that this video is not sponsored by Apple. Take care and have a nice day.